finish the flip on your feet.
Fantasy football season is finally here, boys. And this is my video for the post-draft rankings of the League 2012. A couple notes this year. We had a couple changes. We went to a 14-team league this year, which I didn't like to hear about 3 days before the draft, but whatever, right? I had a good time. I thought it was a great draft. I think it was actually pretty fun to draft with 14 teams. I think the player universe is big enough for 14 teams now. I think it worked out perfectly. Let's see how the season goes. Let's keep it 14 teams next year. I think it's going to be exciting going forward, and it's something new to do because same old gets boring. Everybody knows that. The way I'm going to do this year is I'm going to give each position on your team a grade, and then I'm going to give you an overall ranking out of 14 teams. Now remember, I'm a non-professional fantasy football analyst, so my word means nothing. This is all in fun. I mean, if you take it seriously, that's cool. I'll brag on you all year long. It'll be awesome. I'll love it. Please, remember, this is all in fun. I'd like to see some videos from you guys this year. It gets kind of boring looking at my ugly face all the time. And, yeah, so here we go. We're going to start this off, and I'm going to go in draft order. First up, Anthony Ally, Team Bodhisattva. What the hell does Bodhisattva mean, dude? I have no idea what the hell that is. I know I'm out of the cool loop, but if anybody, seriously, anybody could tell me, just type below here what the hell Bodhisattva means, because I have no idea. Every time I see that name, I think of this.
Hear that name and I shudder. Mufasa. Ooh. Do it again. Mufasa. 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 Ooh, it tingles me.
Yeah, so I think of the Lion King when I see the word Bodhisattva, dude. What? Anyway, your QB, I gave you the C. Your running back's an A, because Ryan Matthews is never healthy, and he's not healthy now. I don't know when he'll get healthy. Your wide receiver, a B. Your tight end, a C. Your sleeper is Ronnie Hillman, and your bust is Michael Turner. Michael Turner has looked terrible this preseason, dude. Looks like he's running with cement blocks strapped to his feet, dude. He is slow, and, I mean, just bad. He looked bad. Just really bad. Anyway, I got you ranked 11th. I know I pretty much never like your drafts, but for some reason, you make a run. You've won a couple championships in this league, so what do I know, right? I mean, good luck. Next up, we got Team Beatdown. And before I give you my opinion on this dude's team, I'm going to let a famous fantasy football analyst give you his opinion on this dude's team.
Hey dude, awesome draft. Love your team. Championship is yours. I don't understand what the rest of your league was doing because you just crushed it.
Yeah, so Matthew Berry thinks you have a great team, but I don't. Not one bit. I think your team is garbage, dude. I'm sorry. I really don't like your team. Your quarterbacks, I gave you an A+. It's Aaron Rodgers. You know, how could you go wrong there? Your running backs are a C. I mean, Jonathan Stewart, really, dude? It took you 25 minutes to look at your phone, looking at your phone for 25 minutes to decide to take Jonathan Stewart. He is booty. What has he done this year? Nothing. Booty, dude. Booty.
Booty. Nice.
Your wide receivers, B+. Your tight end, B. Your sleeper is Brandon LaFell. And your bust, Fred Jackson, dude. I just think the dude is 31 years old. I don't think he's got I don't think he's going to be able to do what he did last year. And C.J. Spiller's behind him. I think that kid's got a lot of talent, and he hasn't even been able to show it in 3 years. So I think this is the year that C.J. Spiller gets the breakout. And unfortunately for you, Fred Jackson is terrible. Overall, I think your team is terrible, dude. Terrible. Horrible. I want to puke. It's so bad. It's just bad. I have you ranked 20th out of 14 teams. So, really, 14 teams. If I could rank you 20th, I would. That's how bad your team is. Next, we have Stephen Badussi. Badussi. When was the last time you heard Badussi? Probably in high school. Badussi. I want to say it one more time. Badussi. Your quarterbacks, I gave you an A+, Drew Brees. Your running backs, a C. Your wide receivers, an A+. Your tight end, an A. Your sleeper is Ryan Williams. Dude, I think he's going to have a ridiculous year this year. And your bust is Willis McGahee. Same thing with Fred Jackson. He's old, dude. He's got young legs behind him. I don't know if he can do it. I mean, yeah, he's got Peyton Manning, but as a number 1 running back, I definitely wouldn't want McGahee. Not at all. 0. Overall, I got you ranked 4th, though. I think your team is pretty good because your quarterbacks and wide receivers are solid. The Dream Team, a.k.a. the Replacements. Partak has finally drafted a good team, in my opinion, and I think he deserves a round of applause. Good job, Maddie. You finally did it, dude. Your QB, I gave you a B. I don't like Romo. I think that offensive line is terrible. I just don't like him at all. Your running backs, I gave you a C because Chris Johnson, dude, honestly, I've been watching a lot of preseason, and the guy just looks scared and indecisive, and I don't know, he doesn't look like CJ2K, and I'm kind of pissed about that because I have him in another league, and I took him high, and I really hope preseason doesn't mean anything in his case because, damn, he's looked bad. Wide receivers an A+. That wide receiving core is just ridiculous. Best in the league without a doubt. Your tight end a B. Your sleeper is Justin Blackmon, and your bust is Vernon Davis. And the reason why I got him as a bust is because he plays with Alex Smith. And I just think the Niners as a team is just going to take a little slide downwards this year. Overall, I have you ranked 2. So, you're not at the bottom of the league this time, Partak. I got you at the top. I hope you like the ranking. I got you 2. I think it's pretty generous. Good luck this year. Now on to mine and Mike Page's team. QB, B-, Matt Schaub and Ryan Fitzpatrick. I have high hopes for Fitzpatrick this year. Running backs A+, wide receiver an A, and the tight end a B. My sleeper is Ryan Fitzpatrick or Alshon Jeffrey. You choose. And my bust, because I have to pick one, Brandon Lloyd. I mean, that's the only guy I could really think of as a bust because Austin Colley's going out late in the late rounds. He probably won't play much this year because of concussions. But other than that, dude, I really don't think I have a bust on my team. I think I have a solid core of guys, and I got myself ranked 3rd. Next up, our previous year champion, Team Brown Eye. Overall, I think you have a pretty good team, man. Your QBs, I got you at a B. Your running backs are a B. Ray Rice and Darren Sproles and Reggie Bush. Wide receivers, a B. And your tight end, an A+. I think Hernandez is the guy to have on that team, but regardless, Gronkowski is going to get his numbers, and that's the truth. Your sleeper is Bilal Powell, and your bust, I'm going to have to say, is Reggie Bush. The guy looks great in Hard Knocks. He looks like he's focused on football. He wants to get better. He's a leader. Problem is, they have nobody else. And how much can they rely on Reggie Bush, who's had injury problems in the past? I mean, he can only do so much and stay healthy for so long. Overall, I got you ranked 6th. Now on to the number 1 coach. Mr. Cheese, I got you at an A+ at quarterback because Tom Brady's a beast. Your running backs are a B. Your wide receivers are a B. And your tight end is an A+. Aaron Hernandez, like I said, that's the guy this year over there. I like that pick. I like where you got him. And your sleeper is Robert Turbin because I don't know if Marshawn Lynch plays the whole year, if he's healthy or if he gets suspended. And your bust is Beanie Wells. They don't like him down there, dude. Like I told you at the draft. Arizona, the coaches, it seems like they hate the guy. Dude, and Ryan Williams is really that good, man. And I think he's going to take the spot in week 2 or 3. And Beanie Wells is just not valuable. Sorry. Overall, I got you ranked 10th because tight ends to me won't make or break your team. But if you can't get running backs, I know wide receivers too deep, you know, and running backs there's not many. And if you don't have a solid core, I really don't think it's going to help you. You can try to make a run with Tom Brady, but we'll see. You could always get the waiver wire heroes this year. Next up, what would Tebow do? What would he do? QBs, a B+, running backs, a C+, wide receiver, a B+, and your tight end, an A+. Your sleeper, if he stays on the team, is Mike Goodson. I've been hearing things about him getting cut. And your bust, Robert Meacham. I mean, the dude was playing with one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history for the past 3 years, and he hasn't done really much or anything, in my opinion. I mean, it's not like he had Jerry Rice on the other side of the ball. He had Marquise Colston. Marquise Colston, in my opinion, isn't that great, dude. So, I mean, a guy that got to play with Drew Brees, did nothing there, is now going to go to San Diego to play with Phillip Rivers, who I don't think is anywhere near the caliber of Drew Brees, and you expect him to be good. He's a starting wide receiver for you. I mean, you got Calvin Johnson, which makes up for it, but Robert Meacham is just terrible. And obviously, Calvin Johnson's on the Madden cover. You know about that curse. And I wish you luck. I got you ranked 7th overall. I didn't think you had a bad draft. Next up, El Capitan, the commissioner of the league, the Turd Burgers. Your QBs, I gave you an A. Michael Vick, he's a beast if he's healthy. Running backs, a B. I love Darren McFadden. I like Donald Brown and Sed Benson. You know, you got him late. That's great value for him. Your wide receivers, a B. Your tight end, a C. Your sleeper is Randall Cobb, and your bust is Miles Austin, man. Miles Austin is a bust. I really think everybody on Dallas this year is a bust. That offensive line is just terrible. It's ugly, man. It's going to be ugly. And Miles Austin always with his hamstring. Oh, my leg. Oh, I pulled the hamstring again. My leg. Oh, my leg. Oh. Yeah, dude, all year long. You're going to have to deal with that all year long. Overall, I got you in the playoffs, ranked 8 overall after the draft. Next up, we got Shrine Daddy, a.k.a. the Shermanator, a.k.a. the Redheaded Stepchild, a.k.a. the Firebush, a.k.a. the Mule Lady. Whatever the hell you want to call this dude.
I am the Shermanator. A sophisticated sex robot sent back through time to change the future for one lucky lady.
I am Lucky Lady.
That's right, Nadia. You've been targeted for Shermanation. Come with me if you want to live.
Affirmative.
Your draft sucked, dude. It was terrible. It was just terrible. I feel bad. We took advantage of you. We shouldn't have let you in the league again. It was bad. Your QB, I gave you an A. Your running back, I gave you a C. Your wide receiver's a B. Your tight end, a C. Your sleeper, Kevin Smith, if he can stay healthy this year. I think that dude could have a big year in Detroit. And your bust, Frank Gore, another year older. They didn't use him much down the stretch last year. Too many running backs. And again, Alex Smith is their quarterback. Sorry, dude. You just had a really bad draft. Really bad. I don't know what happened. Maybe you got anxious. Started making crazy picks. I don't know. But it was bad. I got you ranked 13th out of 14 teams. God, that was ugly. Real ugly. Anyway, on to the next team. Fake and Bake. Your QB, I gave you an A. Eli Manning. You know, he's the man, dude. He's got 2 rings. Not 1. 2 rings. All right? And he's going to try to bring us back for the 3rd one this year. And I think he's got a legit shot to get it, dude. I think he's a great quarterback. I think he's on a good team. And we got good coaching. 9-7 is easy this year. We got the toughest schedule. Battle-tested, battle-approved. You don't want us in the playoffs after a schedule like the one we have because, like I said, we'll have played everybody. We'll be ready for playoffs, for sure. Just like last year. Your quarterback's an A. Running back an A. Wide receiver a B+, and tight end a B-. Your sleeper, C.J. Spiller. I like him a lot because, like I said, Fred Jackson, 31. It's about time he's not going to repeat what he did last year. It might be over. Your bust, Dez Bryant. I don't like any Cowboys. He's a head case. He needs security to walk out of his house in the morning. Dude's going to be a bust. Next up, Gippin Ain't Easy, which should have been Adam's team name because he's got 2 running backs with 2 good knees. But I do understand why you named yourself that, Mr. Roselle. QB, a B. Running backs, a B+. Wide receivers, a B-. Tight end, a B. Your sleeper, Torrey Smith. I think he's going to have a good year. And your bust, DeMarco Murray. Again, another Cowboy. No offensive line. Blah, 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 blah. It's not because I'm a Giants fan, dude. It's because what I've seen from the preseason is just horribleness. horribleness out of that offensive line. Next up, Mr. Eric Emanu, Project Mayhem.
Let's see right here. Okay. 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 You want to take your driver's license out of your wallet? Can you stand up here? Can you stand over here? Place your hands on the tape. On here. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're gonna have to quit doing this, you know? No. No.
I appreciate the high ranking in your rankings. I really do. Unfortunately, I did not do the same for you. I do have you barely out of the playoffs, though. Your QBs, I gave you a B. Your running backs, a B-. Your wide receivers, a B-. And your tight end, a C-. Your sleeper, Jay Cutler. I love that dude this year. I think he's going to have an awesome year. He's back with Brandon Marshall. They got the same offensive coordinator they had back in Denver. And your bust, I'm sorry, it's not an offensive coordinator. They got a coach, Bates or something. Same coordinator, something over there in Denver. So I think that's going to be a huge combo right there. Your bust, Marshawn Lynch. I just don't think he stays healthy. And I think he's going to get suspended, dude. I don't think he's going to taste the rainbow this year, dude. I'm sorry. Overall, I got you ranked 9th, just outside the playoffs. So a couple moves here and there, and you're in. Last but not least, Mr. Mike McCree and his wife, Kimmy. Your QBs, I gave you a B+. Your running backs, a C. Your wide receivers, a B. And your tight end, a B-. Your sleeper is Stephen Ridley. And your bust is Mike Wallace. The guy just showed up to camp yesterday. I mean, new offensive system. Just a little nervous about the guy. And if you look at his production down the stretch, it was Antonio Brown getting all the love. Overall, I got you ranked 12th. So, good luck to everybody this year. That pretty much wraps it up. I'm out. I'll see you next Tuesday for the Week 1 projections. Good luck this year. Peace, bitches.